Today's lesson is called Sharing Cultures Through Sweets. Hello, everyone. My name is Jeff.
And my name is Helen.
Sharing cultures through sweets. Now, I know what a culture is, and I know what it means to share your culture with someone else. But how would you share your culture through sweets? I don't know what to say.
Well, I actually do have a sweet tooth. I love eating sweets. And I found that, if you try the sweets of various cultures, you can actually begin to understand a little bit more about that culture because you can taste the ingredients that they use in their traditional sweets and what kinds of tastes they like. And through that, you can get a better insight of the culture.
Oh, man. I've got no idea what to say, what to think, and apparently I've also been missing out all these years. Very often, people do offer me candy, and I decline. I say, no, thank you, I don't have a sweet tooth. I would rather have a pickle for a snack or something like that. I'm not a big fan of sweets, but I've been missing out. Apparently, there's a lot that you can learn about someone else's culture by eating their sweets. Okay, so that is pretty cool. You can color me amazed right now. All right, folks, with that, it's time for us to take a short break, but don't go away. When we come back, we'll start reading from this month's dialogue-focused lesson called Sharing Cultures Through Sweets.
Sharing Cultures Through Sweets. Meet and greet. Sean, Luca, and Yumi are attending the International Student Association's annual meet and greet event for international and local students to make new friends.
Welcome, everyone. Each year we host an event to meet other students. This year's theme is A Little Something Sweet. I hope you all enjoy chatting and sharing sweets from your home countries.
Thanks for organizing this event.
Yeah, I love your idea of bringing snacks from home.
You're welcome. I'm Sarah, by the way, and I'm from Canada. I've brought some maple leaf cream sandwich cookies. Give one a try.
Wow, these taste just like maple syrup. I'm Sean from Taiwan, and I brought some pineapple cakes to share.
I'm Yumi, and I come from Japan. These are matcha cookies. I hope you like them.
Looks like it's my turn to introduce myself. I'm Luca from the Netherlands. I brought some strip waffle.
大家好，第一部分看到名词 association 指协会或联想。例如 The neighborhood association is advocating for the installation of speed bumps along all residential roads. 该区的协会提议在所有住宅区的马路装设减速丘。或者说The association between yoga and mood is being studied by psychologists. 心理学家正在研究瑜伽与心情之间的关联。另外，补充 association 的动词 associate, A-S-S-O-C-I-A-T-E, associate, 可以用来指使结合或使联想，像是 Money and fame are often associated with happiness, but they don't always make people happy. 名利常与快乐联想在一起，但他们不一定能使人快乐。又或者说 Moviegoers associate the director's name with romantic comedies. 常看电影的人会把那位导演的名字与浪漫喜剧联想在一起。接着我们看到单字 annual， 这个字是形容词，指年度的或一年一次的或每年的。举例来说 Brad's company holds an annual picnic for all its employees. Brad 的公司为全体员工举办年度野餐会。也可以说 Trudy and her family's trips to Sun Moon Lake had become an annual tradition.Trudy 和家人去日月潭旅游成了每年的传统。
And welcome back. Today we have a dialogue that is about sharing cultures through sweets. And in part 1, Meet and Greet, we are presented with a few characters who seem to be from different countries. We have Sean, Luca, and Yumi, and these people are attending the International Student Association's annual Meet and Greet event for international and local students to make new friends.
There you go. So, during this event, international and local students, they get together, they introduce themselves to one another, and they become friends. Yes, they make friends at this event. They meet and greet one another. And apparently, Sean, Luca, and Yumi, they're all international students, and they are going to go to this event because they want to meet people. They want to meet other international students and local students as well. Anyways, before we move on, we've got 2 vocabulary words to talk about. First of all, we have the word association. An association is an organized group of people or things that share some purpose. So, the International Student Association. Okay, if you're an international student, you'll go to this organization, to this association, and figure out what you can do to meet people or to register for classes, so on and so forth. If you're an international student and you have any questions at all, you can go to the International Student Association and they will help you out. After all, that's their purpose. That's why they're there. They're there to help you out. So then we also have the word annual to talk about. This one's easy. The word annual means yearly. Once a year, every year.
So the International Student Association's meet and greet happen every year because we know that it's an annual meet and greet. So they hold this event every year for international and local students. And the person who organized the event this year is Sarah, and she is there to welcome all of the new students. She says, "Welcome, everyone. Each year we host an event to meet other students. This year's theme is a little something sweet. I hope you all enjoy chatting and sharing sweets from your home countries."
So there you go. Sarah's the host. Maybe she's the president of the International Student Association. One way or another, she makes this announcement. Welcome, everyone. And then she tells people what the theme is for this year's event. A little something sweet. So they're going to be sharing sweets. I get that feeling right now. Anyways, it's a meet and greet, so people are going to mingle and chat, and they're also going to share some sweets from their home countries. That's what they're doing during the yearly meet and greet event here at the International Student Association. Anyways, Sean, Luca, and Yumi, those are our main characters. Next, they are going to approach Sarah, and Luca kicks things off. Luca says, "Thanks for organizing this event." Now, Luca, that sounds like an Italian name, but it turns out that Luca's actually from the Netherlands. How about that?
Yep, Luca is from the Netherlands. And then we have Yumi. And Yumi, to me, sounds like a Japanese name. And in fact, we find out that she is. She says, "Yeah, I love your idea of bringing snacks from home." And Sarah says, "You're welcome." And then she introduces herself because they don't really know each other yet. She says, "I'm Sarah, by the way, and I'm from Canada. I've brought some maple leaf cream sandwich cookies."
Maple leaf cream sandwich cookies. Now, if I had a sweet tooth, my mouth would probably be watering right now. But for me, I think, hey, maple leaf cream sandwich cookies, boy, does that ever sound complicated. Okay, there are a lot of components to this particular sweet. It's a cookie, but it's a sandwich cookie, and then there's also cream involved, and it might come from maple leaves or something like that. Oh my goodness. Maybe they're maple leaf cream cookies because the cookies themselves are actually in the shape of maple leaves, which would make them look super, super Canadian. Wow, there are a lot of details here to digest.
Right. We just know that the maple leaf or the maple tree is very important in Canada. And it's a symbol of Canada. In fact, we have a maple leaf on the flag of Canada. The flag of Canada shows the maple leaf prominently.
Yep, the flag is red, white, and red. In the middle of that white field in the middle of the flag is a big red maple leaf. Because, yes, the maple leaf is the symbol of Canada. Now, I keep saying maple leaf, maple leaf, maple leaf. Well, the maple leaf comes from the maple tree, and usually when people use this word maple, they are referring to the tree itself. Yes, a maple tree is a type of tree, okay? It's made Canada very famous. Yes, a maple tree is a type of tree, the sap of which is used in making maple syrup. Yes, maple syrup is a delicious syrup that people very often add to pancakes. They put that on top of pancakes to make those pancakes taste delicious, okay? And maple syrup, people seem to really love maple syrup. And yes, maple syrup is just syrup that comes from maple trees. Yes, you drain the sap from a maple tree and you process that sap in some way and you make this delicious maple syrup. Anyways, the maple tree, fun fact, it is in fact the national tree of Canada. And like I said before, the flag of Canada prominently features a maple leaf. Look in the middle of that flag and you will see a maple leaf. Anyways, Sarah is from Canada. She presents these maple leaf cream sandwich cookies to Sean, Luca, and Yumi, and she says, give one a try.
And Sean tries one and he loves it. He says, wow, these taste just like maple syrup. And he takes the opportunity to present himself, to introduce himself. He says, I'm Sean from Taiwan, and I brought some pineapple cakes to share.
Wow, pineapple cakes. I love pineapple cakes. I don't have a sweet tooth, but I do enjoy eating pineapple cakes here in Taiwan. They go great with my morning coffee. Anyways, before we move on, let's also talk about this word syrup. I kept talking about maple syrup there in my previous explanation because people seem to love real maple syrup. But what's syrup? S-Y-R-U-P. Syrup is a thick, sugary liquid. Yeah, you can make syrup, or you can make a syrup of your own, I should say, by dissolving sugar in hot water. Or if you're in Canada, you can go ahead and cut open a maple tree, drain the sap, and turn that into a delicious brown fluid that's very sugary and delicious. And this brown fluid, this syrup, is called maple syrup. How about that?
And let's not forget, we also have cough syrup, which is what you take when you have a cough or when you have a cold. And syrup is also any kind of liquid medicine that you would take orally.
There you go. That's not the delicious type of syrup. That would be kind of a thick liquid that's kind of like syrup, but it wouldn't taste as good as actual like maple syrup. So don't put that on your pancakes. That would be gross. But yes, if you do have a cough or a cold, take some cough syrup. It will make you feel better. Anyway, Sean says, yes, I'm from Taiwan. Here are some pineapple cakes. And then Yumi pipes up. She says, I'm Yumi, and I come from Japan. So you were right there, Helen. You said Yumi. That name sounds Japanese, and you were right on the money.
So she's from Japan, and she brings her typical traditional Japanese sweet. And she has brought matcha cookies. She says to the group, these are matcha cookies. I hope you like them.
Then Luca, he has something to add. Luca says, looks like it's my turn to introduce myself. I'm Luca from the Netherlands. And he says, I brought some stroopwafel. Okay, with that, folks, let's go ahead and take a break right now. And when we come back, we'll start reading from part 2 of our dialogue focus. It's called Sweet Snacks from Home.
Sweet snacks from home. They start sharing their snacks and learning some tidbits about each other's culture.
I'd love to try one of your cookies, Luca. What are they?
They're a kind of waffle cookie. People like to warm them up on top of their coffee cups.
They're very sweet.
That's because they have a layer of syrup in the middle. How about your cookies? Why on earth are they green?
Matcha is powdered green tea. It's a really popular flavor in all kinds of Japanese snacks. Go ahead, everyone. Take one.
They're nice and fluffy. Pineapple cakes, anyone?
I'll have one. The filling in this is delicious.
Can I have another maple cookie? These are the same shape as the leaf on the Canadian flag, aren't they?
That's right.
The maple leaf is our national symbol.
Well, my sweet tooth is more than satisfied. We should do this again sometime with salty snacks.
第二部分看到的单字是名词 tidbit， 课文中指的是趣闻。例如 It's easy to overhear a tidbit of gossip in the tea room. 在公司的茶水间很容易偷听到趣闻八卦。另外 tidbit 除了有趣闻的意思外，还可以指一小口美味的食物，所以可以说 There were all kinds of tasty tidbits on offer at the exposition. 在博览会售有各式各样精致的可口美食。接着我们看到形容词 fluffy 有松软的或蓬松的意思。举例来说 Karen has a cute, fluffy black kitten. Karen 有只可爱且毛茸茸的小黑猫。也可以说 Washing towels with a cup of vinegar can make them fluffy again. 洗毛巾时加一杯醋可以让毛巾恢复蓬松。而 fluffy 除了有以上的意思之外，还可以指空洞的或无内容的。所以我们可以说 That magazine is filled with fluffy articles about celebrities. 那本杂志充满着关于名人空洞的文章。最后我们看到一个名词 sweet tooth， 字面意思为甜牙齿，常使用惯用语 have a sweet tooth for something 来指试吃甜食。像是 My father has a sweet tooth and he always takes candy when it is offered. 我爸爸爱吃甜食，有人给他糖果时，他总会收下。
And we're back with part 2, and we are with Sean, Yumi, Luca, and Sarah, who are sharing sweets with each other, sweets from their home countries. And as they are eating these sweets, they are also learning a little bit about each other.
There you go. Anyways, yes, they start sharing their snacks and learning some tidbits about each other's cultures. Now, here a tidbit is like a piece of information. It's kind of like a tip or a piece of trivia or something like that. Anyways, Yumi says, I'd love to try one of your cookies, Luca. Now, right before the break, we learned that Luca brought some stroopwafel from the Netherlands there. He's Dutch. And it turns out that stroopwafel, when he says this word stroopwafel, he's using a Dutch word that refers to a type of cookie. And Yumi says, yes, I'd love to try one of your cookies, Luca. And then she says, what are they?
And Luca says they are a kind of waffle cookie. Now, waffle is something we usually associate with breakfast. A waffle is a breakfast food. It's a kind of cake that's covered in a network of perpendicular lines.
Like crossing lines, yeah.
Yeah, so they taste a little bit like pancakes, but they're a little bit harder and crunchier than pancakes. And some people think they're slightly overrated, and other people love them.
Yeah, I don't have a sweet tooth, and also I think that most breakfast foods that people eat outside of like bacon and eggs are kind of overrated. Pancakes are okay. Waffles are okay. But people sometimes make a very big deal out of these things. So, yes, like pancakes, I believe that waffles are also slightly overrated. Okay, but here we've got waffle cookies, stroopwafel. Now, I don't speak Dutch, but at the end of that word that Luca uttered there, that Dutch word that he uttered, yeah, you do have the word waffle. Now, it's W-A-F-E-L and not W-A-F-F-L-E, but it sounds the same. So here it makes sense that these are kind of waffle cookies, okay? They're not waffles, they're not breakfast foods, but they do kind of look like little waffles, let's say. Anyways, yeah, Yumi says, oh, what are they? And Luca says they're kind of a waffle cookie. And then he also says people like to warm them up on top of their coffee cups. So me in the morning, I like to have a pineapple cake with my coffee. But if you went to the Netherlands, people would be putting their waffle cookies on top of their coffees in the morning there to warm those cookies up, making those cookies, I imagine, even more delicious.
And Yumi says they're very sweet. So these waffle cookies are probably much sweeter than the matcha cookies that she brought. And Luca says, well, that's because they have a layer of syrup in the middle. So here we have the word syrup again, and it basically means that in the middle of the cookie, there is a layer of syrup, of sticky, of sort of liquidy, sugary substance that makes the cookie sweeter than it can be. And Luca says, how about your cookies? Why on earth are they green?
And Yumi says, well, because matcha is powdered green tea. It's a really popular flavor in all kinds of Japanese snacks. But yes, matcha is green, so that's why my cookies are green. And then she says, go ahead, everyone. Take one, have one of my cookies. And Sean says, delicious. They're nice and fluffy. Then he says, hey, who wants a pineapple cake? Pineapple cakes, anyone?
And Sarah says, I'll have one. And she takes a bite. The filling in this is delicious, she says.
Then Sean says, can I have another maple cookie? They are the same shape as the leaf on the Canadian flag, aren't they? So there you go. Before, we were trying to get to the bottom of what these cookies that Sarah brought were all about. Remember, they were maple leaf cream sandwich cookies. Wow, how complicated, but now we know. Okay, these are cookies that are shaped in a very particular way. Sean says these are the same shape as the leaf on the Canadian flag, aren't they? I.e., they're in the shape of a maple leaf. How about that? We've come full circle. And yes, Sarah says that's right. These are the same shape as the leaf on the Canadian flag. You're right there, Sean. Then she says the maple leaf is our national symbol. It's the national symbol of Canada.
And Lucas says, after having eaten all of these sweets, my sweet tooth is more than satisfied. Now, as we mentioned in the beginning, sweet tooth is a phrase that refers to a person who really likes to eat sweet foods. And in Luca's case, since he's eaten so many sweets and so many cookies from all of these different countries, he feels that his sweet tooth has been satisfied and he can't eat any more sweets. So he says, next time we should do this again sometime with salty snacks.
Okay, with that, folks, this month's dialogue-focused lesson is in the books, and it's time for us to say bye-bye. But don't go away, the Chinese teacher is coming up next.
各位同学大家好，我是 Hanny。 我们来看今天文法重点。今天的对话场景是在国际学生协会举办的年度见面会。那一开始 Sarah 就先欢迎大家莅临，然后她说Each year we host an event to meet other students. 每年我们都会举办一场活动来让学生们互相认识。那句子里面的 host 是当动词，它表示举行、举办，意思就跟 hold 是一样的。常见的用法有两种。第一种呢，我们是用人或是主办单位加上 hold 或是 host 再加活动。例如 They're hosting a dinner party next Friday. 他们下周五要举办一场晚宴。那第二种用法是活动加上 be held 或者是 be hosted， 那这是被动的用法。例如 The wedding will be held in December. 那场婚礼将于12月举行。好，顺便补充一下有一个片语 take place， 它也可以表达举办举行。不过呢，它固定用法就是活动加上 take place， 它就没有这个被动的用法咯。例如 The parade will take place on March 14th. 那场游行将会在3月14号举行。好，在对话的最后，大家已经吃太多甜食了。那么 Luca 就说 Well, my sweet tooth is more than satisfied. 我这个爱吃甜食的胃口太满足了。好，句子里面这个 sweet tooth 就是甜牙齿，那就是用来表达喜爱吃甜食的。那常见的用法是用 have a sweet tooth， 这个 tooth 固定要用单数哦。那我们就顺便来学几个跟牙齿相关的片语。第一个叫做Grit one's teeth， 表示把牙齿咬紧，这个 grit 是拼作 G-R-I-T。 好，那 grit one's teeth 它引申的意思就是咬紧牙关，在面对困难挑战的时候去展现出你的决心和勇气。例如 Running a business can be overwhelming. You just have to grit your teeth and keep working at it. 经营生意可能会让人忙不过来，招架不住，那你必须咬紧牙关继续做下去。好，第二个片语叫 sink one's teeth into 什么什么。 Sink 当动词有陷入啊、沉入的意思。同学们可以试着联想哦，当这个凶猛的动物在咬东西的时候，它们牙齿就会深陷在那个东西里面，表示它们咬得超用力的。那这个片语引申的意思就是全心投入，或者是卯足全力。例如He can't wait to sink his teeth into learning how to fly a helicopter. 他迫不及待想要全心投入来学习开直升机了。好，第三个片语叫做 a kick in the teeth。A kick in the teeth 字面上的意思是牙齿被踢到，那它的引申用来表达说突如其来的打击或者是突如其来的挫折。例如 Getting fired was a kick in the teeth for him. 对他来说啊，被开除是一个突如其来的打击。那么第四个叫做 like pulling teeth。这个片语还蛮好理解的，字面上的意思就是说就像拔牙一样，可是它不是要表达好痛哦，而是指非常困难的情形，像拔牙一样困难。例如 Getting him to admit his mistakes was like pulling teeth. 要他承认自己的错是很困难的。好，以上是今天重点整理，我们回顾今天的单字吧。
Association.In this country, lawyers are required to join an association in order to practice law. Annual. According to the annual report, the area only received 25 centimeters of rain this year. Maple. In the fall, the leaves on the maple trees turn bright shades of red, orange, and yellow. Syrup. The cafe also sells waffles topped with fruit, whipped cream, and chocolate
syrup.Okay, everyone. With that, today's article is now complete. But, as always, we sure hope that you guys have enjoyed reading along with us. Anyways, I'm Jeff.
I'm Helen.
See you next time.